What's up, YouTube? This is Adam from realtorin.com. Just thought I'd create a quick video about Tinder. I'm sure most of you know what app I'm talking about. Tinder is the app for your phone where you can just swipe to I think it's to the right if you want to see if you like the person, or to the left if you don't like the person. Now Tinder is a huge app by this point. It's been talked about all over the world, really, and myself, I've actually had a lot of success with it. For those of you who haven't seen the rest of my videos, I live in Sweden's second biggest city named Gothenburg. So I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here, but it's a pretty big but still pretty small town in comparison to the town you're in right now, probably. Either way, I've had a lot of success with Tinder, and I thought I'd just share my three very best tips for Tinder. Now, the first tip is to make sure your profile is actually good. Now, I went for like 6 months without knowing my profile sucked dick. Now, luckily, I had a couple of friends of the opposite sex who simply took a look at my profile and told me, no, you can't use those pictures because you suck, and you gotta. And they simply told me what pictures to use instead, and they recommended me to use another set of pictures, which ended up netting me a lot of more matches. I saw a change instantly as soon as I took the advice from the girls about what pictures to use in my Tinder profile. Um, my second tip, and this is for when you're looking to get laid on Tinder, really, don't be too shy. As with all other things in picking up girls, you have to be bold, you have to be relentless, you need to show them that you want them, and you can't be treading carefully on Tinder because then there'll be another guy that's going to be more aggressive than you, and he's going to end up getting the date and not you. Now, mind you, this does not mean that you need to verbally assault the girl. That's not what I'm saying. I wish I could show you guys my chats with the girls on Tinder, because while I do pay 100% respect to the girl, I'm very aggressive with my flirting, although they don't get offended. I would say in 9 cases out of 10, even if I do decide to write something risky, the girl just answers with a laughing message, if anything. So they don't get offended by the stuff I write, and that is very important as well, because you don't want to be an asshole and just go around and just insulting each and every girl around you, because that's going to be yeah, that's not going to cut it, and you're probably just going to end up getting banned from Tinder altogether. Plus, you're going to ruin your reputation while doing that as well. So, like I said, be bold. Be short and straight to the point. I'm very, hi, how are you? Where do you live? Do you want to grab a quick beer? Do you want to grab a beer real quick? Now, I happen to live in the center of town here in Gothenburg, so whenever you ask a girl nearby if she wants to grab a beer, that usually means if you want to, just sit at a bar nearby, really, and we'll have a beer and just talk. I've done that a couple of times with girls around here, and it's really casual. I love it. It's Tinder is such an awesome app, really, because it's free too. You don't even need to pay for it. Um, so those are my best tip. Get a girl to check out your profile, and have her just roast you. Have her just tell you how awful you look in every picture. Second of all, um, be short and to the point, and be very bold when you do start chatting with these girls. Don't have these, really long chats where you're like, oh, I like this girl, I feel something for her, so I'm gonna start writing everything about my life to her, and so on and so forth. Just leave stuff to talk about for once you guys actually meet up. I've seen guys just hammer, just write everything and anything about themselves to a girl, and vice versa. And what ends up happening is when they meet up in real life, there's nothing to talk about. They've already spoken about what they work with, what they like, what they don't like, and so on and so forth. So only keep your text messages, or rather your Tinder messages, for logistics. That is, where do we meet up and when? Just tell her where to meet up and when on Tinder, and then speak with her in real life. Because by doing that, you'll be able to build rapport and get some attraction going. Um, my third and last tip. Um, my third and last tip would really be to just lower the amount of distance in which you're willing to meet a girl. Because if you just keep it at, say, for example, 100 kilometers, then you'll have, girls all over the place. Some of which live, on a completely different side of town, which could take you an hour and a half just to meet with her. And that's not primarily what I'm after. I guess, and I guess this is just a matter of taste. If you're looking to meet with somebody 2 hours away from your town, um, then do it. I guess I'm not going to try to stop you. But for me personally, what I prefer setting like the distance meter on Tinder to like the lowest possible, almost to the lowest possible. That would be like being, I guess, between 2 and 3 kilometers. And by doing that, I've been able to match with people literally in my own neighborhood. And once you match with somebody in your neighborhood, you can just easily talk, and you can start using words like neighbor, and one thing leads to another, and you can easily hook up with your neighbor through Tinder. So I strongly recommend Tinder as an app. And if you have any questions about Tinder, you can just leave a comment. If not, you can just visit the link in my description for my blog, realherin.com, where I talk about a lot of stuff just like this. And you can also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. All right. Have a good one, and good luck on Tinder. It's really a lot of fun.